what's going on with the Jets. Is it a complete rebuild? And if you had to guess right now, day one starter, are they going to go with the veteran McCown, or are they going to give the reins to Hackenberg? And be careful, because you could be on the list.
First of all, I hear Rappaport laughing. Look, here's the deal.
I love that he's asking this question like you have some answer that's going to help him sleep better at night.
No, but like in all honesty, I did a few Jets games last year. I was at the practices. I knew guys there, and the story you would hear on Hackenberg, because it was almost like Edward Scissorhands. Like you would never see or hear from him. It was this only guy. Here's this rookie quarterback. You got Dak Prescott and Carson Wentz leading teams to these great records. Then Hackenberg was like sitting in a hole somewhere. No one even saw or heard about him. So he didn't take a snap all last year. They were an awful team. It made no sense if you're looking at it that way. But here's what I hear on Hackenberg. Some days he'd go out there and he would be awesome. He would throw the ball all over the yard and would look like the next, Brett Favre. Other days, it would be one of those deals where you say, okay, we need to give everyone on the first row helmets because we're not sure what's going to happen here. He might hit them in the head. Completely inconsistent last year, but it was a redshirt season that he knew he was going into. Everyone knew. If he can't beat out Bryce Petty and Josh McCown, well, then that's telling you something about what they look at as their quarterback position. Training camp through the season, and that it's a complete rebuild, and this guy's not the answer either. But I would say this, Chris, and I know you're a big Hackenberg Penn State guy. I would say this. They had the sixth pick in the draft. Deshaun Watson was sitting there. Mahomes was sitting there. If they wanted to roll the dice on Kaiser, the second round, he was sitting there. They passed on all those guys, and they took two different safeties instead. So they must think something of what they have in-house, because they're not stupid. McKinnon and Todd Bowles know you can't go 0-16 and come back next year. So they're riding with what they got, and I would say McCown is likely the number one guy right now, and Hackenberg has every opportunity to beat him.
The Rich Eisen Show, weekdays at noon Eastern on radio stations across the country and audience.
If you like that video, be sure to download our app. Don't have any memory on your phone? Let's start to delete some of those slow-mo videos you have. And you know which ones I'm talking about.